Hey guys, it's Modesty. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm trying to get into fall videos. It is getting to that time and I don't want to wait until fall to start fall videos because you guys know how I feel about fall. Even though this year it's going to be a lot different because I'm going to be in a hot freaking island and, you know, can't dress how I normally would dress. But that does mean I can't do my makeup how I love in the fall time. So today I'm going to share with you my top eyeshadow palettes for the fall time, or my picks that I'm going to be going to this fall season coming up here. So some of these are newer, some of them are older palettes that have been staples in my collection for a couple of years now. I thought it'd be a fun thing to share, and let me know in the comments down below what palettes or eyeshadows or whatever makeup trend you go to for the fall time. I'm really trying to expand, try new things, so leave me some suggestions down below to try for the fall time and I will be sure to check those out. But other than that, let's just get started into my top palette for the fall time. Alright, so I was going to do my top 5, but it's more like 7. Kind of because I'm going between two palettes because I'm not 100% sure. And I'm kind of going between like 3 palettes. Anyways, so that is why I have my top 7-ish. I was going for 5, but we're sticking with 7. So, start out by talking about an oldie but a goodie, and this is the Real Her Playbook Shadow Palette number 2. This is in the style Do Your Squats. This was my favorite thing to go to last year, and I still love this thing to death. It's just so compact, very good for traveling. It's super pigmented, really blendable. It has some warm tones, it has some neutrals, it has some burgundies. It's just perfect. It has, you know, an all matte, you know, skin tone shade for setting all over the lid. It has some shimmer shades. It has some good blending mattes right here. You have your transition shade, more of a definition shade, and you can even use this as like an eyeliner shade. So I still love this palette so much. The mattes are super creamy and super blendable, and I really love these shimmers in this palette. Now they're not supposed to be like, they're not glitters or, what's the word I'm looking for? Super foil. They're more like a satin. They just give a really nice neutral look to the eye, and I love this palette so much. I do have a coupon code for this company to get 10% off. I believe it's just Modesty Jean. I always have it down below, but I will have a link to this one if you are curious about that one. Also, a cool thing about this brand is 20% of the proceeds go to charity to help benefit women, which is so important to me as a woman. So this will probably always be one of my staples for that reason and just how much I love the product. This next one is a staple in everyone's collection. This is the Kat Von D Shade Light Eye Contour Palette. I am aware that she just put out a shimmer version of this, which the reviews aren't as good on the shimmer version as on the mattes, but this palette is just so much of a staple. I feel like it was the first of its kind where it just has everything set out in neutrals, cools, and warms. You got the neutrals right here, the cools and the warms, and it has your transition shade or your base shade. It's all laid out for you, and you can mix and match and everything like that. This has gotten a ton of love. I loved it so much that I purchased a second one that is in my freelancing kit that I use on clients, and I don't go through a single client without using at least one shade from this. It has a transition shade for basically every single skin tone, and I just love it. This black, by the way, is like the most pigmented black I've ever used. I love this palette so much. I'd probably say I use, believe it or not, in this palette the cool tones the most. I love the cool tone shades and how they're laid out. So this is also a staple of mine, but this is more of a year-round staple, not a fall-time staple. This next one I'm not going to talk about very long because I've been talking about it for years, but this is the Morphe 350. This is a, you know, warm shadows, you know, dream right here. You have shimmers, you have mattes, you have transition shades, you have definition shades, you have highlighting shades, you have your burnt reddish oranges, you have neutral, you have some taupes. It's beautiful and it's perfect, and I love just how freaking intense these shimmers are. Like, that is without Fix Plus, and that is like super intense. So I love this palette to death. This is so good for the fall time. Like I said, I'm not going to talk about this one too much because I've been using it for years. You've been following me for that long. You know how much I love this right here. To go right along with that, this is the Morphe 35R. I picked this up last year, and I cannot wait to be diving into this a little bit. Was it last year? No, it was like 6 months ago. 4 months ago. I don't know. Anyways, this is like just gold. This is a really good neutral to gold palette for the fall time. So I'm trying to expand more and do more like colorful things instead of just doing my neutrals and warms. But when I do want to go to my comfort zone, this is going to be a really good palette. So many different, you know, shades of gold. And if you have deep skin, this palette is like a dream on your eyes. I've used this palette on my deep skin clients and oh my god, sexy. Gold, using gold on deep skin is just so yummy. Yeah, it's super intense. It's the same quality, if not better than the 350. Amazing shades. I love the browns. I just wish there was a shade similar to MAC Nylon that would just, you know, be the cherry on top of the cake for this palette. But this will be another go-to of mine. Oh, I love this shade so much right here. This will be another go-to of mine for the fall time. So this is, once again, the Morphe 35R. This is the last Morphe one, I promise. This is the Jaclyn Hill palette. I know that this is going to be a go-to of mine because it has just a wide range of shades. I love how I feel. I feel like the Morphe 350 and the Morphe 35R. It has neutrals, warms, it has pops of color. So this could honestly be like the one palette. Like if you were to have one palette and you want to do a whole wide range of looks, this would be the one I recommend. And they are going to keep restocking it here, so you can still get your hands on it if you want to. But I haven't gotten to play around with this on camera yet. I'm going to be doing a few makeup tutorials with this. I'm coming up with some looks to show you guys, but I thought I should mention it to my go-to palettes for the fall time, so I thought I would show it to you anyway, even though I haven't done a review or looks with it yet. But yeah, I'm super excited to use this one for the fall time. I'm so excited for these ones right here. Just pops of color. And it's a super cute palette. Did I mention that? The last two palettes I had to show you are both from Anastasia. The first one is Modern Renaissance. This thing has been used and abused and loved. I've had this for a little over a year now. I got it like the first week it came out. And, I mean, do I need to mention why it's good for fall? Cranberries, warm tones, shimmers. It's stunning and it's beautiful. It blends nicely. It's a little powdery. Okay, not a little, it's a lot powdery, but you know what? It's pigmented and it blends great, so I'm not going to complain too much. I love this palette a lot, and I'm going to continue loving it this year. I'm actually wearing a couple of shades today. Oh, I love this thing so much. I'm actually going to pick up one for my kit, I think, because I do love it so much, and Anastasia shadows are really bomb. So I will definitely be reaching for this a lot more in the fall time as well. Last but not least, and this is a very controversial palette, but my final palette that will be my go-to for the fall time is the Anastasia Subculture palette. I have not done my review or look video. I do have that coming in like a week or two, but I did use it today other than two shades out of there. I like this palette a lot. It is powdery, but you know, comparing to the Modern Renaissance, for me at least, the palette I received is the same powderiness. So, I'm not complaining about that. The shade Electric in here, I am obsessed with this green. Oh my gosh, I was wearing it in my whoops, there goes the brush. I was wearing it in my last video. Oh, I love the Electric shade so much. And the shade Adorn right here, I have it on the lid. And then I have a Fudge and Rowdy in the outer part right here, and I also use, where is it? I used Dawn and I used Roxy. So yeah, I love just the range of shades in here. It is quite powdery, but like I said, it's the same powderiness as my Modern Renaissance palettes. I never go in with a heavy hand as well, so honestly I wasn't going to purchase it at first, but then when I watched Stephanie Nicole's review, I was like, you know what? I like the color, so I'm going to purchase it. And I'm so glad I did. I love it so much. For me, it blends great and it stays on my eyes, and yeah, it's super pigmented. So because of the shade specifically, that is why it's going to be one of my go-tos, because I'm trying to do different looks. I'm trying to, you know, go out of my box. I've been wearing a lot of greens lately, and it's all been out of this palette right here. So when I want to have something that isn't exactly warm, or, you know, the reds and browns, I'm going to be going with this one right here because it's just so pretty. I mean, look at those colors. It is stunning. Absolutely stunning. I'm so happy that I picked it up, and it's just so unfortunate that so many people don't like it, which I totally understand why they don't like it. I get it, and I'm not judging people who don't like it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. If you like it, you like it. That's how I see it, and I'm one of the people who does like it, so I'm going to be using it. Alright, those are going to be my go-to palettes for the fall time unless there's going to be any new awesome fall releases I haven't heard about yet. But yeah, I'm really excited to be doing videos again. Let me know in the comments what your go-to palettes or shadows will be for the fall time. I'm very curious about that. And let me know any video requests you have. I'm still compiling a list of videos, but I just thought I'd start out with a fun, just sharing with you my favorite palettes to use for the fall time. And yeah, I think that's everything. So be sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe button, and make sure you hit that little bell next to the subscribe button so you get all the notifications for my videos instead of sometimes, because I tell you, a lot of time, even though I'm subscribed to people, I have to go searching for their channel because YouTube is not telling me when they upload, which is not cool. Not cool, YouTube. So if you don't want to miss any of my videos, make sure you hit that bell and then you'll be notified the minute that I upload. Other than that, if you're new to my channel, I love it if you hit that subscribe button. And yeah, I think that's everything I want to say. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Hope you have enjoyed your summer, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.